Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, partly sunny skies, but windy and cold out there. 33 degrees on the barn thermometer. With that breeze, it makes it feel like 21. It should be a little warmer tomorrow, but then snow in the forecast after that. This quick calendar reminder, tomorrow will be the Ohio No-Till Conference taking place at Der Dutchman Restaurant in Plain City. That is the Ohio No-Till Conference partnering with the All-Ohio chapter of SWCS. The program kicks off at 9 o'clock with great educational speakers throughout the day as well as awards presented and wraps up by 4. CCA credits are also available. Visit OhioNoTillCouncil.com for all the details. Taking a look at your agricultural headlines, Congress returns this week facing a December 20 deadline to approve a new funding resolution to keep the government operating as well as potentially pass a disaster package and a farm bill extension before wrapping up the year. Now, lawmakers will be negotiating the funding and provisions of a disaster aid package after the White House earlier proposed nearly $100 billion in disaster relief. At least some lawmakers want to include specific provisions to help commodity farmers who may not have been hit by a natural disaster but have experienced price collapse this year. Now, as far as fully funding the federal government, Congress is mainly looking at another short-term extension known as a continuing resolution that would avoid a shutdown, but the extension would shift most of the major funding decisions for fiscal year 2025 to the new Congress and President-elect Donald Trump early next year. Now, while Congress is looking at another extension to the 2018 Farm Bill, 17 Republican governors on Monday wrote House and Senate leaders calling on them to pass a new Farm Bill now rather than waiting for 2025, citing that agriculture, quote, serves as the foundation of our economies. The governors stated that, quote, this crucial industry has faced powerful headwinds beyond its control. Now, the governors pointed to inflation, input costs, natural disasters, and the agriculture trade deficit as all having impacts on producers. Quote, our nation's agriculture industry is in trouble, and if meaningful support is not provided soon, the well-being of the nation is at risk, the GOP governors wrote. Reauthorization of a farm bill and the immediate assistance in the interim will allow farmers and ranchers to do what they do best, that's provide for America and to feed the world. Now, Congresswoman Debbie Stabenow, the retiring chairwoman of the Senate Ag Committee, introduced her plan for a farm bill last month as Congress returned from break. Republicans criticized the proposal, though the House Ag Committee version of a new farm bill is waiting on the floor for action since it cleared committee in May. An extension would likely run until September 30th of 2025, and lawmakers would then vow that they can surely get the job done if they just have 9 more months to work on a new farm bill under the Republican-led Congress and Trump administration. Trump signed the last farm bill at the end of 2018. Now, a lot of USDA programs expire at the end of September when the last extension officially ended, but there is always an increased risk at the end of the calendar year without congressional action. If Congress fails to act on January 1st of 2025, quote, permanent law goes into effect, reverting to commodity programs written into law in 1938 and 1949. Permanent law is also known as parity for dairy prices as well as corn, cotton, rice, and wheat. Each of those commodities would end up with price support significantly higher than the 2024 market prices. Other commodities such as soybeans and peanuts are not part of the permanent law. Let's get an update on that Tuesday weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com.
We've got a chilly day today, but a mix of clouds and sun on the way for most of Ohio. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you. Still dealing with a little bit of lake effect up in areas near Lake Erie, but generally the state is dry today. We'll start with some sun tomorrow, but clouds increase quickly. A clipper system is on the way for late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and into Thursday. Very strong winds with this. Do not underestimate the winds at 15 to 30 miles an hour. Plenty of clouds, lake effect snow all the way down into southern parts of Ohio potentially on Thursday. I do think that our accumulation is going to be relatively minor except near the lake shore, but then we are starting to warm up late in the weekend. Could see some rain next Monday. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this.
Since 1926, Nationwide has been rooted in agriculture. Founded as the Farm Bureau Mutual Automobile Insurance Company with a mission to protect farmers and their communities, we honor our legacy by offering solutions that evolve with the complex needs of today's farms. As the leading insurer of America's farms and trusted by 8 farm bureaus for 100 years and counting, Nationwide is on your side. Number 1 insurer based on 2023 direct written premium per AM Best. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Let's take a look at how those markets closed, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. It was a mixed day by the time the markets closed. December corn was down a penny and a quarter at $4.23 1/4. March corn was down a quarter penny at $4.32 1/4. Now January soybeans closed up 6.5 cents at $9.91 3/4, with March beans up 6 1/4 at $9.97 1/4. Wheat for December ended the day down 3/4 of a penny at $5.36 3/4, but the July 25 new crop was up a quarter penny at $5.62. December live cattle ended the day up 95 cents at $184.47 1/2. December lean hogs were up 2.5 cents at $83.25, and cash 3 milk for December closed up 22 cents at $18.73. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.